The heavens were opened upon us, and I beheld the celestial kingdom of God, and the glory thereof, whether in the body or out, I cannot tell.
I saw that transcendent beauty of the gate, through which the heirs of that kingdom will enter, which was like unto circling flames of fire. Also that blazing throne of God, whereon was seated the Father and the Son. I saw the beautiful street of that kingdom, which had the appearance of being paved with gold. I saw Father Adam and Abraham, and my father and my mother, my brother Alvin, that has long since slept.
In Doctrine and Covenants 138, we read what President Joseph F. Smith described what he saw in the spirit world. And he saw many of the great people of olden times, such as Adam and Eve, our first parents, and Abel and Noah and Abraham, Isaac and Jacob and Moses and Isaiah and Ezekiel and Daniel and Elias. And there was also Malachi and the prophet Joseph Smith, Hiram Smith, Brigham Young, John Taylor, Wilford Woodruff. Who do you have waiting in the spirit world? We want to share with you a few choice spirits that we know are there waiting for us. This is my Grandpa Robinson. You can see him here kissing my grandma's fingernails. When I was a little girl, he used to kiss my fingernails too, and I didn't really like painting my fingernails much. But when I saw Grandpa Robinson, I had to have them painted because he would kiss them and he would say, "Oh, bless your little heart," as he would make a big deal out of my painted fingernails. And so that was something that I really remember about Grandpa Robinson, and I can't wait to see him again soon. This is Grandpa Edwards, Grandpa Ray Gurr Edwards. And that is where Ty got his middle name of Gurr, was my Grandpa Edwards. And I remember Grandpa Edwards loved BYU football more than anything else. He would talk about BYU, and every time we went over to his house, he would analyze every play and every game because the coach of BYU at the time was Lavelle Edwards. And Lavelle Edwards was his brother. And they would talk about sports and they would talk about BYU football. And he looked up to his brother Lavelle more than any little brother ever looked up to his big brother. And so that is my Grandpa Edwards, and I cannot wait to see him either.
Grandpa Barnett was one of my favorite people in the world. He was fun to be around. He had a lot of funny sayings like, if at first you don't succeed, lower your expectations. He would always laugh about that. And if we were hungry, or even after we had dinner and we wanted something else, he'd say, "Well, you can always get out the ice cream." And he just had a funny way of saying things, and I can always picture that grin on his face. When my wife and I, Kira and I, were dating, he said to me once, he said, "That hand holding is going to get you in trouble." And then when we got married, he said, "I told you that hand holding would get you in trouble." But he also was a really great guy. He loved service and he loved serving people. He was always helping people out with any projects without any compensation or money or anything like that. He just would always be helping people. And he helped me a lot when I was in my university, my first semester teaching learning physics, and he helped me a lot with that, and because he was a physics professor. And he also helped me when I was little. I used to make games, and I'd make them out of cardboard, and he helped me cut pieces out of wood so they'd last a lot longer. And he was really good with making things out of wood, and so he helped me a lot with that. So those are some of my things that I remember about him.
For the lesson plan, check out our blog in the description below.